Hello, welcome and welcome back to Fantastical Magic Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I have a reading for you today, and it is asking, what is the solution to your pain? So we're going to get messages about a solution, a way out, or an ease of some kind of pain that you're experiencing right now. Okay? So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is you can choose from the crystal or just 1, 2, 3, whichever's calling to you. But the crystal is black obsidian. That's number 1, pile 1. Pile number 2 is an opalite. Okay. And then pile number 3 is an amethyst. Whichever is calling to you is probably the right pile. The timestamps will be in the description box below, and I'll see you in your reading. Welcome, pile number 1, to your reading if you chose this black obsidian. I pre-shuffled today. That means I took what popped out only, okay? So when I pre-shuffle, I only take the cards that pop out. I don't actually select them myself in any way. So this is what popped out for you. We'll start with Oracle. I have some tarot here too, and then we will pull more tarot if clarification is needed. Your first card is action. And you can see in this card, things look pretty stormy. Looks like a storm is either brewing or maybe it's clearing. Okay, so I feel like those who chose this pile, you're right in the middle of some kind of, things feel stormy for you right now. Okay, this pain that we're talking about, it's sort of active. I mean, probably everybody in this group is active, but I feel like for you, things feel especially stormy. Like maybe you don't see a way out right now. Second oracle card is number 11 with inspiration. You can see in this card, it's a winter scene. But you can see there are those little purple flowers that are coming through the snow. So the snow is melting. Spring is coming in this card. And this card really talks about being inspired by, hard times passing, that spring follows winter, that sort of idea. So I think for you, for this group, what I'm really getting is I feel like, number 1, things are going to be improving for you, okay? This pain is going to transform or end. The situation is going to get better. But the main message I'm getting is that you need to start changing your heart and mind about this situation. You need to start focusing on, knowing that every storm ends, knowing that every winter ends, spring comes. Okay, so I feel like a mantra would be really good for this group. Something like, this too shall pass, or spring is around the corner, or any kind of mantra. It has to resonate for you and actually feel right for you and actually make a shift in your feeling and thinking. So find a mantra, something along those lines for yourself. I feel like that would be beneficial. You've got 2 Kipper cards here. This is occupation. Interesting. Okay. And then we've got the Lover's card. This is not a tarot card. Again, it's a Kipper card. So this is actually talking about a relationship, some kind of union. So what I'm getting here with these 2 cards coming up, because this is a general reading, for some of you, this may actually be about the pain is stemming from something to do with your occupation, something to do with the way you make money. Maybe you're having a really hard time financially. Maybe your job, you hate it. It doesn't feel good, or it's stressing you out. Maybe you're looking for work and feel like you're never going to find anything. But for others of you, what I'm getting is this is about a relationship. That's kind of the predominant feeling I'm getting. But some of you, this is going to be about a career or money or a job or something along those lines. But I think for a lot of you, this is about, there's some relationship, some connection with somebody that is making you distracted making like all of your focus is on this person or on this heartbreak, and you're not balanced in other areas of your life. Like maybe your work is suffering for this heartbreak or distraction that you're having around this pain that you're suffering with, from this relationship, from this connection. It could be a romantic connection. It could be any kind of relationship. It could be with a parent or a child, or it doesn't matter, but it's distracting you. I feel like you're very attached to it, and other areas of your life are suffering. And then you got this oracle card, number 9, Garden the Heart. So this is about tending to your heart and feelings. And actually, I'm going to read from the book on this card. I will after I get the rest of the cards out, okay? What a beautiful card though, hey? Okay, but yeah, this is about like treating your heart like a garden, literally, and tending to it. So there's a heart, your heart chakra needs some attention. Just your emotions in general need some attention. Okay, that's the way out of this pain for you. And then I'll show you your tarot cards. Yeah, there's this attachment that I was feeling. This is the Devil card in a traditional tarot pack. So with temptation, I feel like you're very attached to this person. For some of you, this attachment is just about this person. For some of you, this attachment, this temptation, Devil card energy is about like patterns of feeling. Like maybe you really have never really been able to regulate your emotions when it comes to relationships or in general. Wonder what that stems from. Yeah, so this is about something that's controlling you. Like your emotions are controlling you. Okay? They're like, that's really the message I'm getting here for this group. So there's a need here for you to do some internal work about regulating your emotions and finding more balanced energy, clearing your heart chakra, detaching from this. We can detach. Even if some of you are just working something out with someone, there's a need for detachment from this person. For those of you that this is about a relationship. And you can do that even if you're working stuff out with people. It's like not, if you look up what codependency is, you don't let other people's actions and behaviors be your actions and behaviors, like you can just own your own stuff and not take responsibility for someone else's feelings and even, I know it's hard when it's in a relationship, and not taking it personally. Like a lot of times people treat other people poorly or can't function in a relationship because of their own crap. It has nothing to do with the other person. And it's about like recognizing those sorts of things. Like if this other person isn't treating you well, number one, you have to figure out what you're going to tolerate. Where are your boundaries? And then you have to detach from their behavior and their feelings, because it's about them and not you. It doesn't have anything to do with your worthiness, your lovability. Okay, that sort of thing. Okay, what else? We've got the 6 of water. So for some of you, this is someone you've been attached to for some time. There's a pattern here, either with the person that's gone back to childhood. So if it was like a parent or something, that would apply, or someone you've just known for a long time, maybe someone who's resurfaced in your life. Or, that is for some of you, definitely. And for others of you, this is like this pattern. And both could apply here, really. But this pattern of not having emotional boundaries, not being able to regulate your emotions, this goes back to childhood. So maybe there's something to look at in terms of, you can look at inner child work to see like, why am I like this in relationships? Why do my feelings, take over my life like this? Why can't I regulate them? Those sorts of things. Yeah, the 9 of air. This is a 9 of swords. Sorry, the 9 of water is the 9 of, pardon me, the 6 of water is the 6 of cups in a traditional tarot. And then the 9 of air is the 9 of swords. The 9 of swords is a heavy mental energy about overthinking for you. That's what I'm getting here. There's like an overthinking. Overthinking, feelings all over the place. Yeah, and then we've got the 3 of water, which is about support and community. So I feel like the advice here for you from the universe, from your guides, is in order to help you detach or start to heal and feel better, I think you need to find something to get involved in. This could be like a support group. If any of you have inner child work to do, I highly recommend Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. It's called ACA for short. They have online meetings worldwide. I highly recommend that for inner child work. That can be very helpful. And also very helpful in setting up boundaries. That program is so good for setting up boundaries, emotional and mental in every way. Okay, and then there's just a lot of healing when you connect to other people. You come out of isolation. You don't do this alone. And this message is here. You don't do this alone. Get support. People who have healthy boundaries themselves. People who you trust and know love you and don't make you feel, don't treat you poorly. But if you don't have anyone like that in your life, then find a support group. Or for some of you, this could just be like join anything. Anything can be a support group. Go join you could join a little women's or men's group of some kind, or you could just go join an art class, or it doesn't matter, whatever would be healing for you. But yeah, you need to involve other people or some community support to get out of this pain. I am going to clarify for you guys what the occupation lovers card's about. And I'm going to read that garden, the heart out of the guidebook because it's very lovely. Okay, for group number 1, please, why is the occupation card here? Why is the occupation card here? Okay. Page of water. Yeah, this is about sensitivity. I feel like for a lot of you, there's some kind of, like I was saying before, getting your emotions are distracting you from either your work, your purpose, other areas of your life. Like there's some area of your life that has to do with you and your, like what you're meant to do, the kind of work you do, the way you make money, anything like that. And I feel like you're being distracted from that. Okay, why is the Lovers card here? Why is the Lovers card here for group number 1, please? Why is the Lovers card here? Please, for group number 1. Why is the Lovers card here? Okay, yeah. Okay, King of Water. So the King of Water, which is the King of Cups, he is very loving and sensitive and all of these things, but he has total emotional regulation. Like he's mastered his emotions. One more. Why is this Lovers card here? Why is the Lovers card here? All cups, all emotions, everything. Look at this. We have an entire row of cups here. So you have the Knight of Cups now, which is like a heartfelt, it's a heartfelt energy. It's about, I feel like you're like giving your heart away here. Yeah, but this is about someone you really love. Yeah, so there's just so much water, so much cups, so much emotion energy here. Yeah, and we've got the Moon on the bottom of the deck, which can be about a lot of things, but what I'm getting for you guys is it's about fear, illusions. I'm getting a lot of emotional sensitivity again here. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's read from the Garden of the Heart book, and I think this is going to be your big piece of advice, what comes out of this book here, beyond what I've already said. So here we go. By the way, this is the Oracle deck. Okay, so it says, it's not enough to guard and cultivate our thoughts. We must also pay attention to the heart's garden. Are you allowing your heart to focus on what expands your possibilities? Are you weeding out repetitive feelings that make you feel small or ashamed? Exactly. This devil energy, like repetitive feelings. Constantly feeling shame, constantly not feeling good enough, constantly feeling like you need someone else to be whole or fulfilled or safe. Okay. And yeah, and then this first thing, sorry, this is all so synchronistic. And then, are you allowing your heart to focus on what expands your possibilities, which is this? Your emotions are getting in the way of your own expansion. Your attachment to this person. Okay. Our emotions tell us with great simplicity and power where we are in relation to where we want to be. Make friends with all of the feelings as they show up. Allow them their natural ebb and flow. Then cultivate the ones you actually want to thrive. Yeah, so I'm glad that book said that, because it is important not to deny yourself your emotions and feelings, right? You don't just shove away the ones that don't feel good, but it's about not letting them grow like weeds in a garden, right? Like, you're going to grow what you feed. So which emotions do you want to grow, right? You probably want self-confidence, self-assuredness, self-love, all of those kinds of things to grow. And so those are the ones you need to feed. Okay, and then it says, yeah, plant your hopes, water your enthusiasm, grow your love with wild abandon. Now is the time to make room for all emotions to come and go as they show up, rejecting none. Then, in your surrender, nurture the ones that reflect your great worthiness. Perfect. I knew it. This book, that's your advice, okay? You need to do not reject anything about your emotions or yourself. No rejection, total self-acceptance. However, you're going to make choices about which emotions you're going to let grow and be the strongest. And that's going to affect the way you think. It's going to affect what you believe. It's going to affect your relationships, because when we do that, we start to have boundaries, because interactions with other people can start bringing up those weed feelings again. And yeah, we accept and acknowledge them, but we need to have boundaries and make choices for ourselves about how we want to feel and what we want our life to be like, who we want to be, what do we want in our life, and this is the way to do it, okay? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. All the best to you, group number 1. If this resonated, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to put this obsidian from the last reading away. You chose this opalite. And we're going to get right into it. So I pre-shuffled today. That means I just took what popped out when I was shuffling. Didn't select any of these myself. And if we need to clarify more with tarot at the end, we will. We'll see. So let's start with your oracle. Patience. Okay. I mean, that's self-explanatory. So there may be a need to either sit with the pain that you have, or there's some need for a softening of energy here, maybe a bit of surrendering. Okay, we'll see as we go along. Yeah, card number 31 with divine love. What I'm getting with that is a big message about compassion, self-compassion, maybe some compassion for others too. maybe this, obviously with divine love, it's talking about connecting with the divine, whatever that is for you, and accepting that unconditional love that you get from the divine. But I'm really getting a lot about self-compassion too, self-love as well. Main male, so we got a couple Kipper cards here. Main male is the first one. Community is the second one. I'm going to clarify those probably. So there's obviously other people involved in this situation, this pain that you're experiencing. Either that's a lot to do with the pain is other people, or maybe that's part of the solution. We'll see. Then you've got this Get Carried Away Oracle card number 16. Really pretty. Did I show you that well enough? Let's see. It's very lovely. So you can see there's like a mothering energy here. If I put it that way, you can see a mother with her baby in the cosmos. Completely surrendered. Yeah, definitely there's some message about surrender here. I'll probably read from the guidebook for this one. I love the guidebook on these cards. And you actually got two from this oracle deck, which is the Divine Nature Oracle. Card number 44, Embody Grace. Again, grace. Surrender, self-love, unconditional love. These are all the messages I'm getting here. A surrender again here. I'm pretty sure in the guidebook this talks about surrender as well. Okay, and patience. Okay, so definitely group number 2. I feel like the way to move forward for you is actually about and getting out of this pain is actually about surrendering and acceptance, which is always helpful when it comes to getting out of pain. Let's keep going. 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles is what this is. It's about a balance between give and take. This also can be about charity. This can be about a gift. Yeah, but there's a lot of balance in this card. 2 of Earth, another card here about balance. 2 of Pentacles in a traditional tarot. Let's see your other ones. You've got the Emperor. Interesting, card number 4. The Emperor is not such a surrendered energy. I think the Emperor in his own path and his own journey knows where to do that. But this is a strong, confident, forward-moving, divine masculine sort of energy. So interesting. We'll see how that plays into everything. Where shall I put this? I'm just going to put it up here, okay? And then we've got the 5 of Air, which is the 5 of Swords, which is a conflictual, worrying, fighting, challenging kind of energy. Okay, maybe I'm kind of getting this now. I am going to clarify before, I don't know where to put these. I don't know why. I'm going to put them here. Okay, we're going to leave it there. Okay, so I am going to clarify before I just get into this, really get into this, what this main male and community cards are about, as well as the Emperor. Okay, so let me clarify. I mean, what I'm kind of feeling is like you're trying to fight your way through something and you can't. That's not the way forward. That's not the solution, is not to force or fight. And I feel like that's what you're trying to do. That's why this Emperor has come up with the 5 of Air. But yeah, I could be getting that energy a little bit wrong, so just let me clarify. Why is the main male here? For group number 2, what is this main male about, please? Why is the main male here? The Moon. Maybe for some of you, this is like, there's some of this pain is coming from some masculine energy in your life. I mean, this could be representing you, but what I'm getting more is this is someone else. There's some person with a masculine energy, doesn't necessarily have to be male, that you are feeling confused about, or there's some illusion about. There's some emotional sensitivity about. Why is this community card here? Why is the community card here? What is the community card here for? Seven of Earth, which is the Seven of Pentacles, which is about patience. Patience, letting things grow in their own proper time. Why is the community card here? Why is this community card here? Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, definitely. There's a contrast between your energy and the reality of the situation. So the main message that I'm getting right now is definitely you all don't want, probably because it's painful, but like surrendering, having patience, acceptance of this situation for you is maybe too painful. You just want to feel better. Like I feel like this group is really, really just wanting to feel better, or really wanting a situation with someone to get resolved. Okay, but the way forward is to just let go. You can't control this situation. You can't control other people. Can't control, we have to accept that we actually don't have much control in this life. We get to choose our responses to things to an extent, because it takes work to actually be able to respond rather than react to something. You know what I mean? Like, if something hurts or something is painful, our reaction is like, get out of this pain. Why would we stay in pain? We do everything we can to get out of it. But a response would be like recognizing where we don't have control, recognizing, like not denying this pain, being like, it's here, it's present, recognizing that, we have to sit with these things for some time. And not to make impulsive decisions just because we want out of this pain. So there's some level of acceptance that is needed here by you, group number 2. And this is actually going to help you get out of this pain. Seems contradictory. Do nothing and you'll get a result. Maybe not nothing, but I mean in terms of action, yeah, there's a level, you have to accept this situation. You can't change it. All you can do is make choices for yourself about how you're going to respond. And I think so far you've been feeling like you just want to do something impulsive or fast or take control. I feel like you want to take control. Why is this Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here? Show me the Emperor, please. Eight of Water. Yeah. This is leaving something behind. This card just talks about leaving something behind so that you can get what you want. Like this is about not settling. Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups, for me is a lot about not settling. But also because it's clarifying this Emperor card, it's like, this is the kind of energy you have to let go of. You can't boss it right now. Can't just boss it up. Have to surrender. So that's pretty clear. I'm going to read this card that I said I was going to read, the Get Carried Away, number 16. I think it's a good time to do that. And this is the Divine Nature Oracle. Okay, so it says, now is the time for dreaming with the Sacred Mother. Let her carry you through the galaxy of possibility. You're being asked right now not to consider practicality, logic, or even reality. The Divine Feminine is already speaking to you in the mother tongue of dream language. Enter the conversation with her by paying attention to your dreams. This is a time for nurturing the deep psyche as it seeks to inform you of your next steps or next vision. Okay, yeah, so your solution here has to come to you. You're not going to go find it. You're not going to go make it happen. You have to receive it through surrender, okay? It says, don't try to control or influence at this stage. Exactly. Like an infant completely dependent on its mother to carry it through to adulthood, relax and rely on the arms of the sacred mother to carry you into your next phase of life and love. Okay, so there is an energetic presence here that wants to support you in getting out of this pain, but you have to receive it, which means getting into more of a surrendering, letting go, peaceful sort of state. And acceptance. There's a big message about acceptance here of this situation. Okay, and then let's read. I want to read Embody Grace too, this one. Let's do that. Embody Grace. It's sometimes a Herculean, Hercules. So it's sometimes a Herculean task, but allowing things to be as they are ushers us into a state of grace. We can't force, compel, or dictate grace. It arrives by itself on the coattails of surrender. Oh my goodness. While a capitalistic system that profits from you feeling less than would have you believe that true strength comes by force, nature would have you believe that prowess and power come from balance. The interplay between an active will and a surrender to what is. Exactly. When we refuse to take things personally and see ourselves as part of the living organism of nature, we can accept what is, while also engaging our creativity to shape our personal reality. Between those opposite energies lies grace and the fierce, tender heart of surrender. Again, I'm sorry. Surrender, surrender, surrender. It's like all you're getting here. You have to be patient. You have to accept. You have to surrender. But there is a solution coming to you. You have to just get into that state to receive it. It's like you need to meditate, sit. Once you get out of this forceful kind of energy, this controlling energy, and you get into this state of surrendering and just acceptance, like, okay, universe, divine, God, whatever you want to call it, like, all right, I accept I have no power here. And then you just hand it over. You hand it over to the universe, you hand it over to God, and a solution will come to you. Either it's going to come to you by way of, you're just going to have a knowing, it'll come to you like intuitively, or there may be something or someone, maybe someone from the community, who knows, that's going to end up popping up. There'll be some kind of synchronistic thing that will happen. Okay, so I'm sorry, when I get the message about letting go, surrendering, accepting, you can't do anything about this, I used to hate those messages. Like, now I understand the power in that, but back in the day, when I was trying to work through a lot of my own stuff, not that I'm not still, but there was a much tougher point of my life before, and I would get so frustrated by surrender messages. But really, that's what you're getting. It's not about just giving up. There's a difference between surrender and giving up. I think that was a hard thing for me before to reconcile. I always used to associate those two things together. Oh, well, if I'm surrendering, it means I'm just giving up. I can't just give up. No, you're not giving up. You're just switching your energy. You're changing your frequency, your energy, your way of moving forward, which is sometimes just to stay still. Okay, so it's like you can still have hope and surrender. Totally, it's not giving up hope. Okay, so I think I'll stop rambling on now. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, welcome group number 3. If you chose this amethyst, oh no, we'll put it right there. I pre-shuffled today. I only take what pops out when I do that. So we'll look at your oracle first, and then there's some tarot, and if I need to clarify more at the end, then I will. So your first card is blessings. How lovely. So this card, really what I'm getting here is there's some kind of divine, energetic, I'm not going to use the word intervention, but there's some kind of gift, or there's some kind of something that wants to come into your life, or something that wants to show up for you. That is like more on an energetic, universal fate, destiny, synchronicity. I don't know, something like that. Okay. It's some kind of energy or gift from the divine or the universe that wants to come through for you. Okay. Big picture, card number 23. Okay. So you can see she's got a key kind of sparkling down. Yeah. That's what I feel like. This key wants to come into your life. Like this solution to your pain wants to come into your life, but I'm feeling a block. There's a block here. So there's something either you're not seeing in your situation. You see her eyes are closed. There's something you're not seeing in the situation, or you need just a perspective change to see the big picture of something. Maybe you're getting stuck on details, stuck on the sort of immediate reality of your situation, but there is a bigger picture here. Or there's just something you're not seeing. Okay, let's get more. These are Kipper cards. You got 4. You're the only group that got that many. Okay, bad health. Interesting. So maybe for some of you, your health is being affected. Either you or someone in your life, health is being affected by this situation. That's what this pain is about. And this can be any kind of health. It could be mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health. But someone's health in this situation is being affected. Maybe that's what you're not seeing. Maybe this pain is causing you so much turmoil and stress, like it's really starting to hurt your mental energy, something like that, or starting to make you have physical symptoms or something. And you're not really connecting them. But this doesn't have to be you. This could be someone else too. Adjudication. This is like a judgment of some kind. I mean, yeah, you see a judge here. It doesn't have to be a legal one. There's some kind of judgment, decision making. Child. Okay, let's just wait. I'm going to wait before I comment on that. Courthouse. Okay. So for some of you are involved in some kind of legal matter or negotiations or conflict around maybe custody of a child. Okay. Some of you, that is the case here. And it's really getting bad. Like it's getting ugly. Yeah. Or maybe it's not necessarily about custody, but there's some kind of like some kind of discord, disagreement, inability to agree, inability to make decisions that is affecting. If you have a child, it might be affecting your child and not realizing it. That might be the bigger picture here. Or for some of you, it's affecting like with this bad health and this child card coming right underneath it. For some of you, if you don't have children, this is like affecting your own inner child. Like this is hurting you on a level you don't really understand. That's what I'm getting here. Very interesting. Let's keep going. Alchemize, card number 22. I don't think I need to cover that up, but I'm going to just in case. I really don't see anything there, but just to be safe. Yeah, so alchemize. So this is about transmutation. So this is about, turning adversity into something beautiful or something healing. Like an example of an alchemizing would be like, someone going through their own health issues, figuring out how to heal, and then teaching someone else to do it, and then, becoming like a health coach or a doctor or something, and they end up it ends up being for the highest good of everyone, this hard thing. That's just an example, but it's about a transmutation of something hard into something, you know, good and actually serving people in the long run. These are your tarot. You also got more tarot cards than anyone else. I feel like there's a lot of messages that are trying to come through here for you, for this group. Okay, we've got the 5 of water, which is the 5 of cups. This can be about grief, disappointment. I feel like that's kind of with this big picture. A lot of you are sort of wrapped up in the grief of this situation, which is understandable. I mean, when we go through this kind of stuff. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is about working together. I mean, it can be about several things, but that's what I'm getting here. It's like working together for some kind of highest good. You've got the 5 of fire, 2 5s now, which is the 5 of wands. Conflict, more conflict energy. The magician, here's the transmutation. That's what the magician does. He transmutes all of the elements, all of the energy into what he desires. Okay. And then, yeah, the death card, transformation. There's a ton of message here about transmutation, transformation. This is death and rebirth energy, but with the death card traditionally, but with this card especially, it's more about this transmutation for me. Transmutation and transformation. Definitely. So I do need to clarify for you guys, for you all. I hate it when I say you guys because I know there's all sorts of people watching there, but you know, cultural conditioning. But I'm going to say you all. So I'm going to clarify for you all. I'm going to clarify first this child energy. Is this, I mean, this is a general reading. Some of you do have children. So some of you, this definitely is like a custody battle or something affecting your child and affecting yourself. But for some of you, this is not an actual child. So I want to get a clarification. This could be like the 6 of Cups kind of energy where it's like about your past, something that's been going on for a long time. Okay. For group number 3 here, please. What is this child card about? These are Kipper cards, so they have quite literal translation. So that's why I definitely like to clarify them with tarot. Why is the child card here? Why is the child? 3 of air. It's some kind of heartbreak. Why is the child card here? What is this child card about for group number 3? Oh my word. You've got 3 5s now. There's so much conflict, tension. I mean, this is a card about, or this is a reading about pain, so I'm not surprised. But what I like about this card is also about, in this particular deck, I mean, traditionally 5 of air is about, it's kind of about fighting. I mean, it's another, I mean, this wand, the 5 of wands for me is kind of more about competition, a bunch of different energies, sort of creating some challenging energy, conflict, but it's like there's some external energy with the 5 of fire for me involved in this conflict, but this 5 of air can be it can be conflict with someone else, but it can very much be internal conflict. But in this particular deck, I like it because the way that it says it, hey, I'm just going to read from the guidebook for this particular deck. It's the Good Tarot. But so yeah, it's about tension and conflict, but it says conflict is a good way to see my motives and intentions. I can use this experience to grow into a more authentic version of myself. It's not important to win. It's important to have integrity. Other people have different ways of thinking and may not always be in agreement with me. I open to this opportunity and live and let live. Yeah, like I feel like there's a massive opportunity here in this conflict, in this challenge and pain that you're experiencing. There is a massive opportunity for this to have like, for this transmutation and transformation and blessings to come in. Like, I think if you can detach from this conflict, see the bigger picture, okay? Don't get wrapped up in this conflict. Don't get wrapped in about being right, winning, okay? It doesn't matter about winning. It matters about the bigger picture, the highest good. Okay, don't make this a personal battle. Don't let your ego take over this, how you're acting and thinking and feeling in this situation. You need to not let the ego take over, detach a bit from, the battle that's right in front of you that you're kind of sucked into here, and be able to step back and see a bigger picture. Figure out how to move forward with integrity and what's in the best interest of you, actually. It's not about winning and feeling good like you're the victor, about that. No, that's all ego stuff. It's like, what's actually good for you? If there's a child involved, what's actually good for your child? Like the bigger picture. Don't make this about revenge, getting someone back. Detach from that's all ego stuff. And I think if you can do that, there's a huge opportunity for like this situation to transmute and transform into something that is going to end up being a massive blessing for you in the long run. Something I don't think any of you could probably perceive right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't. If you knew what this could actually turn into, I think it'd be easier to detach and see the big picture. But I don't think you can right now, this group. Okay, but this is your advice. You need to get out of the conflict, the fighting, if there's any kind of tit for tat stuff going on, if it's about revenge, getting someone back, you need to detach from that. Okay, let's see. What is this adjudication about? Why is adjudication here? Why is adjudication card number 30? Adjudication for group number 3. Why is it here? What's this judgment? Ace of water. So this is, this is something that affects your heart. I feel like some of the opportunity that is speaking through this reading is about there's some opportunity for some kind of new beginning following sort of the resolving of this situation. If you can detach, I feel like you could be in this kind of battle forever if you wanted to be. But your heart is involved here, obviously. What is the courthouse about? Why is this courthouse card here? Why is this courthouse? Yeah, this is something legal for some of you. So for this group, there is something official. I don't know if it's a legal agreement, a divorce, custody. It could be even something like a business transfer. Maybe it involves some kind of authority, some kind of formally organized institution or group or something. For sure. This Hierophant card coming out with the courthouse, like that's very clear. And when you get into these situations, like with, if the court is actually involved, I know I used to work in a legal field, and these things can get so ugly and so tit for tat, and they can drag on forever if you want them to. But even if it's not like a divorce or a child custody matter, then anytime there's like some formal organization, there's all these policies and processes, and it can get very arduous, and it can really drain you and get you, it really can bring out the ego. So all right, this is pretty clear. I just want to show you the 9 of water is on the bottom, which is like a wish fulfillment, blessings energy again. Okay, I'm gonna just get a piece of advice for you. I feel like you need some, okay, the advice for you so far, but I'm gonna get more. The advice for you so far is let go of your ego in this situation. Detach from the stuff that doesn't really matter, even if you feel like it matters right now. You need to see a bigger picture. You need to figure out from your heart center, from your soul, your spirit, your higher self, what actually matters. Not this human ego that, you know, wants to make you feel big and powerful and good and that's trying to protect you at the end of the day. Yeah, so and then I think if you can do that, there's going to be an opportunity to transmute this whole thing. There's going to be a massive blessing actually that you absolutely can't see right now. And for some of you, this is some kind of new beginning, definitely some kind of heart healing here too. Okay, but what is the immediate advice? What is the most practical advice you can give pile number 3 right now? What is the most practical advice for pile number 3 about how to move forward? What is the most practical advice for pile number 3 to move forward, please? Page of Fire, Page of Wands. So this is about going at something in a new way. So this is an action-oriented card. So this is about doing it a different way, a new way. I think once you can detach, let go of your ego, see the bigger picture, and I think then you'll be in a place where you could figure out your next step, and it's going to be a new way. Your next step that's going to end up in a solution of this pain that you're experiencing and going to end up in this massive blessing is doing something a totally new, different way. So don't redo anything you've already done. That's not the way to go about it. It's a new way. What is the advice here? What is the advice for pound? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm going to even take this back, even though it's a beautiful card. That just didn't feel right. What is the advice, please? Pile number 3. What is the advice for them how to move forward? Okay, 10 of water. You need to come from your heart. You need to move forward out of love. Move forward in love. If this involves an ex, for example, let's say this is a divorce or a custody or someone you used to care about, I think you should remember how you used to care about them. Or do it out of love for yourself even. Love and compassion. This is a Buddha, right? The Buddha is like the master of emotional detachment, mental detachment. Master of seeing the bigger picture. So you need to move forward in a new way out of love. Like love has to guide you here. Okay, and then I'm going to get one more oracle and I'm going to close out your reading. I'm doing more for you guys than the other ones just because I just feel like your message is a little more convoluted. For pile number 3, please, what is the advice for them? What is the advice? Okay, sorry, I'm just, again, not taking that. Didn't feel right. What is the advice, please? Okay. Pile number 3, what is their advice, please? Universal energies and spirit. What is the advice for pile number 3 here? All right, I'm going to take these ones. Lots wants to come out for you, group number 3. Opportunity, again. You need to trust, even if you can't see it right now. Even if you can't see it, there is an opportunity that you don't see here, okay? You need to trust that. Pleasure, yeah. Come at this from love again. Come at this in a way that feels better to you. And then leadership, yeah. This isn't about not like giving in, surrendering, not taking any action. You need to find your integrity. Move forward in a way that feels good. Don't if you're moving forward in a way that actually feels bad, like it may be satisfying if it's going to like prove someone wrong or something, that could be satisfying for you, but that's not the kind of feel good we're talking about here. We're talking about feeling good, that you're acting within your integrity, that you can feel good about yourself at the end of the day in the way that you're moving forward, and be a role model, be an example here for if you have children or for the other parties involved here. Yeah. I definitely feel like you need to take some action here, but it's new action coming out of love, not the way you've been doing things. Okay, so really just more of the same is what we're getting. I'm going to leave your reading at that. If it resonated, please give me a like and subscribe, and I would love to hear what this is about in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.